today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be fielded inside the 5. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Sliding out of the pocket. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To the air on first down with Pickett. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
He'll take this to the 46. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week. You must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So out come the Rams down for their first possession. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. The numbers for him from a week ago, 18 carries, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and the reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, the Rams sit 8-4 now in the year, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. That means they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish him off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Oh, they'll get this to Metcalf on the jet sweep. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Pickett to throw on first down. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2nd and 1 from the 2. They'll try the right side with Harris. Pushing and finding his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun on third down, Stafford. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing is Stafford. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. On 1st and 10, Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. To the air again, Stafford. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Firing, and Julio Jones has it on the slant. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, Stafford. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And the Steelers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. On 2nd and 11 now. Pickett. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied at 7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Pickett to his tight end, Freiermuth for the Steeler first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Pickett right back to the air again. Shoves him aside. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Pickett now on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pickett, he gets it complete to Harris. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Harris running straight ahead. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a bit.
Pickett lost it, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. 2nd down at 5. Now a play fake it at Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. On first down, Stafford here. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Does the big boy have the juice? And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground, and it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He'll dump this off to Akers. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down, Stafford. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. On third down, here's a run by Akers. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on fourth down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Austin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Akers back-to-back catches. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The final shot before the break. Stafford. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where you see the final score there. Miles Sanders, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, let's get down to Baltimore to check in on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. and they were losers in that one to
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A give, running right is Akers. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he gets this to the other side. Mike Tomlin has reached for that red challenge flag, and he'll throw it out there. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Off of play action, here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Stafford. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. "35 yards that time on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Pickett sets up play action. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Off play action, Pickett. He finds his man, complete. That's Warren. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. Finding room at midfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Pickett will look to throw it here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aaron Donald, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And they'll work this down inside the 30. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. Boswell's kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford. And that one complete downfield to Kupp. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Stafford. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Austin brings in the quick throw. And he'll be brought down at the 27. They'll throw again with Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Pickett back to throw. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Pickett. Now bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10. At their own 15. He starts with a give to Akers. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down at Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Stafford now to throw. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the 50, it's Stafford. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Stafford. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Pickett. Pickens on the slant. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. He'll let it fly for Austin. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 45 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finding Harris over the middle. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. Pickett now from the gun here. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Being chased out left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Leonard Floyd able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Stafford on first down. The left side completion to Jones. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Here's Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Stafford looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Again, it's Stafford. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down now, it's Warren, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time.